All right, so for this unit, we're going to start with polygons. We're going to be looking for today. I'm going to be working questions 1 through 3. So let's take a look at the first one. Question number 1 is really not a question. Question number 1 is actually notes. We're going to be using notes in this case. We're going to have we're going to have polygons, and they're going to be named based on how many sides they got. All right, so let me explain first of all what's a polygon. Polygon is sides are straight. You guys can see sides are straight, but it has to be connected, okay? So it has to be all the sides connected. So that's a polygon. I could have something like this. Now, a circle is not a polygon because its sides are not straight. And this shape right here is not a polygon because they're not all connected. Okay, so the smallest amount of sides a polygon can have is 3 sides. All right, if I think of a polygon with 3 sides, see 1, 2, 3 sides, we're gonna call this triangle. So let me write this triangle. Right, any polygon with 3 sides, we're gonna call it triangle. Now, any polygon with 4 sides, right? You guys can think of some of them. Now, I know back in kindergarten we learned like rectangle, rhombus, and squared, and some other shapes. Now, anything that has 4 sides, we're gonna call this quadrilateral. Quad means 4. So quadrilateral, that's what basically we're going to call this. Now, anything that has 5 sides, I guess I'm going to just write it here next to 5 instead. Anything that has 5 sides, we're going to call this pentagon. Penta means 5 and gon means sides. So pentagon is a polygon with 5 sides. Anything with 6 sides, we're going to call this hexagon. And anything with 7 sides, we're going to call this heptagon. Okay, make sure you guys remember these names. Now we're also going to have more than 7 sides. I'm going to go up to 12 sides on the names. A polygon with 8 sides. You guys have seen this one in the UFC. Right? They call this a ring, but the ring has 8 sides. So we're going to call this octagon. In their case, at the UFC, it's even a regular octagon. Regular basically means all the sides are the same side, okay? The same measurement. That's what regular means. So they have a regular octagon. Now, 9 sides, we're going to call this nonagon. 10 sides, we're going to call this decagon. All right, you guys have heard decade, 10 years. Deca means 10. So decagon means 10 sides. For 11 sides, this is where the Latin roots start coming in, right? Latin, you guys, some of you guys might speak French, Spanish, Italian, right? Latin roots. For 11, we always think of 1 and 10. So for 11, we're going to call this undecagon. And for 12, we're going to call this dodecagon. Do basically means 2, and deca means 10. So 2 and 10 make it 12. We're going to know the names of the polygons based on the amount of sides. So for the homework for today, I'm going to give you shapes like this, questions 2 and 3. And it says write the name of each polygon. Make sure you guys use this table, right? This question number 1 is basically a table. Make sure you guys use that. So let me take a look at question number 2. I want to count the sides. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me write in the inside n equals 4. There's 4 sides. Now this one, based on the table that we have on the top, we're going to call this quadrilateral. 4 sides. Now let's take a look at question number 3. Let me count the sides. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let me count. There's 8 sides. Now this one we called octagon. Not a regular octagon, but it is an octagon. All right, so that's your first homework. You're gonna learn how to call the polygons based on the amount of sides.